Xiao Yan, even at the 6-star level, was already capable of battling a peak venerable warrior. This was an impressive progression. The Xiao clan tattoo, which briefly appeared for a split second, also played a significant role in this. Hunli had been boosted to the 9th star of the Do Zun venerable warrior level thanks to a similar mark from his own clan. Yet, surprisingly, Xiao Yan was not inferior to him, just like Gu Suner when she fought Hunya. The purple puppet also left a strong impression, having reached the 9th star Do Zun level using a formation. She was still a reliable bodyguard for Xiao Yan, but it seemed that this was her limit. Using the Heavenly Flame, Xiao Yan broke through to the 3rd level of the Heavenly Tomb. He and Suner teamed up with the Gu clan generals and the first commander to form a united group, since the 3rd level was the most dangerous. Together, they had a better chance of dealing with the powerful energy bodies that lurked there. The group consisting of Xiao Yan, Suner, and the Gu clan members reached the deep regions of the 3rd level of the Heavenly Tomb. They had been traveling for 3 months, and the atmosphere seemed frozen in time. Wanting to protect his companions, Xiao Yan suggested proceeding alone, but Suner gently yet firmly refused his idea. The team remained united. While Xiao Yan sensed the presence of powerful energy bodies in the northwest, Gu Hua and Gu Zhan returned from scouting and reported an extremely dangerous pressure coming from other directions. Most notably, there was an aura even stronger than that of a 9-star Do Zun but still not quite at the saint level. This was a half-saint, Ban Shang. He appeared to be the leader, surrounded by several guardians. Xiao Yan and his group decided to move toward the location where a 9-star fight venerate energy body resided, along with 3 8-star ones. After coordinating, they launched an attack. Xiao Yan quickly took out the weaker guards, and the 9-star opponent was destroyed with a combined assault. Suner claimed its energy core, but as they moved forward, the pressure intensified. The half-saint, Ban Shang, himself appeared, seated on a throne. His scimitar, resembling a saber, radiated a sinister aura soaked in blood. When the half-saint, Ban Shang, noticed Xiao Yan's group, he stood up from the throne. Hiding was now pointless. A serious battle was about to begin, their first encounter with an opponent of such a level. Though it was dangerous, Xiao Yan felt a thrill of anticipation. This energy body at the Ban Shang level retained the knowledge, combat experience, and skills it had possessed in life. With a single step, the ground beneath him cracked. His smile was bloodthirsty. He introduced himself as Saint Su Dao, also known as the Bloodblade. When Xiao Yan saw Su Dao take a step, he immediately shoved Gu Zhan aside. In the very next instant, a bloody beam exploded in the spot Gu Zhan had just stood, leaving a massive crater. That was only the first strike. Xiao Yan realized their opponent wasn't just a typical half-saint. He was fast, deadly, and intelligent. Only thanks to the experience Xiao Yan had gained in the tomb was he able to detect the hidden attack in time. They decided to counterattack. Gu Qingyang and Suner simultaneously used the earth-splitting seal technique. Their attacks were powerful, but Su Dao casually deflected them with a single sweep. Xiao Yan also made an attempt, but Su Dao blocked it too. Not only did he block the strikes, he retaliated, forcing Xiao Yan to retreat under the sheer force. Then all 6 of them coordinated and attacked together, and only then did Saint Bloodblade feel pressured. He was forced to switch to full defense and counterattacks. But then he unleashed his strongest technique, chaotic wind cleave of the Bloodblade. His body turned into a bloody tornado, and the space around him began to collapse as if a black hole had formed. When Xiao Yan tried to use the opportunity to strike, Su Dao suddenly appeared in front of him. His speed was staggering. Xiao Yan activated his triple flame transformation just in time, but then something unexpected happened. The weapon that was supposed to cut him down stopped above his head. Su Dao did not attack. His eyes widened in shock. He had seen the Xiao clan mark on Xiao Yan's forehead. He asked, "So you're from the Xiao clan?" It was clear, Su Dao wasn't afraid of the mark itself, but he didn't want to provoke someone truly terrifying within the tomb, Xiao Xian. In his mind, he realized, standing before him was a descendant of the Xiao clan, meaning that horrifying figure might be backing this youth. If he killed Xiao Yan, the consequences would be catastrophic. So he quickly told them to leave. He even pointed out a route that would help them avoid the powerful energy bodies. After the encounter with Saint Su Dao, Xiao Yan's group followed the path he indicated. They felt the presence of even stronger beings. Some, they sensed, were more powerful than Su Dao himself. But none of them noticed the group. They were getting close to the place where Xiao Xian's tomb was supposed to be. However, their progress was suddenly halted. A wind began to spiral before them, and from within the vortex, two black-cloaked figures emerged, smirking. Of course, it was Hanya and Hunli. Two old men materialized beside them. Xiao Yan and his companions didn't even have time to react. A wave of dread swept over their bodies. Saints. An overwhelming sense of danger loomed over them, causing their hearts to freeze. Where had Hanya and Hunli found two saints? And why were they helping them? The answer was simple. The two elders were members of the Hun clan. Although they had died, their souls remained within the heavenly tomb. The first thought was to split up and flee. These were two saints. Even if they were just energy bodies, Xiao Yan's entire group, including the Gu generals, stood no chance in a direct confrontation. Not even the slightest hope of victory. Imagine the dire situation that Hanya and Hunli had triggered. After all the effort to reach this point, Xiao Yan's team was now trapped because of those two. One of the saints looked at Xiao Yan. "Someone from the Xiao clan still lives," he muttered in surprise. Even though the boy had grown without the backing of a lineage, his potential was terrifying. The other elder from the Hun clan agreed. There was no time to waste. One of the saints stepped forward, and space itself trembled beneath his foot. Silence fell, as though time had stopped. The space froze, locking the bodies of everyone in Xiao Yan's team. They experienced for the first time just how vast the gap was between a venerable warrior and a saint. Hanya openly relished the situation. If the younger generation of the Gu clan perished here, it would create an irreparable rift between them and the Hun clan. Xiao Yan's group represented the future. Losing them would be devastating. At that moment, flames suddenly erupted, and the temperature spiked, breaking the balance of the frozen space. With the combined efforts of the Gu clan members, they shattered the seal. Xiao Yan activated the triple flame transformation, followed by a saint-level technique. Energy gathered in his palm, the great heavenly creation palm. The Gu clan members also used heaven-tier techniques. Xiao Yan's palm summoned a dark sphere, while enormous black fingers formed behind them, recreating the finger of tranquil destruction. Gu Suner and the generals unleashed their strongest Gu clan attacks. A thunderous explosion marked the clash. But their attacks didn't stop the two saints. A direct hit was inevitable. General Gu Hua clenched his teeth, preparing to take the blow. Xiao Yan, too, concentrated all of his heavenly flame. At that critical moment, the space beside them shook. A flash of light, and a man appeared. With a single move, he pushed them all away, saving them from a head-on attack, though it hurled them deeper into dangerous territory. The one who appeared was Saint Su Dao. His intervention shocked everyone. No one had expected him to return and help. He cursed in frustration, ignoring their stunned faces. When the Hun clan saints saw who had interfered, they sneered. A mere half-saint, Ban Shang, dares to intervene? Su Dao was instantly paralyzed, unable to move. Another clear demonstration of the difference in levels. They stepped forward and struck at him. Their palms nearly reached his chest. Just a little more, and Su Dao would have been erased forever. But then their hands froze midair, as if they'd hit an invisible wall. The saints pulled back in confusion. They shouted, demanding to know who had interfered. And then a voice cut through the air, ancient and commanding. The space trembled, as if the entire tomb responded to its presence. Upon hearing the voice, the two Hun clan elders turned pale. A name echoed in their minds, stopping their hearts cold with fear. It was Xiao Xian. What an epic entrance for the legendary ancestor of the Xiao clan. Thank you for watching. Let us know in the comments what you think of this clash of saints. Subscribe to the channel, leave a like, and see you next time.